I want to bring in Roger Altman, founder and senior chairman, of course, of Evercore, to break the tie. Which side are you on for Wednesday, Roger?
Well, Andrew, I think there are two giant questions here. One is, if the Fed were to pause, would that boost confidence or undermine confidence? After all, everyone knows the Fed is has been, before this, on a steady upward path, confirmed just 10 days ago in terms of further rate hikes. And I'm not sure that a pause would instill confidence as compared to undermine it. But the other question, which is in the other direction, is whether this banking crisis is already having a pro-recessionary effect in two senses. First, financial conditions have tightened, open market financial conditions already. And secondly, often people get nervous when they're reading all these headlines. Maybe I won't buy that car. Maybe I won't take that trip, and so forth. So the Fed will have to weigh that. As Steve Leisman said, it's going to be a very close call, and as the future markets are indicating, I'd like to see the Fed go ahead on a 25 basis point hike, but I honestly don't know what's going to be done, and I'm not sure that it won't be affected by the events of the next 48 hours.
Roger, the question I have is actually, and it really is data dependent in this sense, a different kind of data, which is if deposits really are not fleeing the regional banks, and I would say it again, anecdotally, that seems to be the case. Again, that could change at any moment. But if there was real data, hard data, that Jay Powell could come out publicly and discuss and marry that with a 25 basis point increase, that to me might actually, that could be the Salmonic solution to all of this. But the question is, if you go out with a 25 basis point increase at a time when it looks like one or two or three of these banks continues to be troubled, that's where you gets a lot more complicated.
Well, let's talk about deposits for a moment, and I'll come to your question. I heard the debate a little bit earlier. I argued last week here that the rescue of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank effectively meant that all deposits were now guaranteed. Now, yes. I also said that the authorities would not confirm that because they don't want to imply that degree of federalization. Then Secretary Yellen said they're only guaranteed in effect if we determine that the institution is systemically important and that there would be a systemic threat associated with it. Well, I think we've learned that all banks now are systemically important. Certainly, the 99 so-called regional banks are systemically important. So that's a distinction without a difference. I would repeat, as of this moment, all deposits, regardless of size, in any serious bank are effectively guaranteed.